What's up, guys? Back with the mini Jeep report. Back here today. Headed up camp on the Labor Day weekend. Survived the trails. Yes, a few bolts did get loose as expected, especially the rear axle nut kept coming loose. It needed a new cotter pin, which I do have. I torqued that thing down 2 or 3 times. It still came loose after all the rough trails I was on. But the suspension is pretty damn stiff still. They're not bound up like the stock springs, but they're still stiff. Need more adjustability and dampening. And this thing would be a lot smoother on off-road and on-road, especially when you get up to about 35 miles an hour and everything in the front end feels loosey-goosey. The alignment was thrown off as well. As you can see, I got the fan running. Definitely drops the temps. It was up to 248. Now you can see it's already dropping down to 195. So that fan works pretty good, even though there's no oil cooler. It's just pinned right into the grill with some zip ties that are specifically designed for that fan. But it works pretty good. The Nibby carb, 2 thumbs up. This thing revs to the moon. Probably about 7,000 or 8,000 RPMs very easily. Definitely get where you need to go a lot faster with the Nibby 22mm. Got the EGR bullshit removed. Got a plate down there blocking everything off. I don't know if we're gonna do the oil core. I've heard mixed reviews about it, so I'm still on the fence about that. But yeah, the alignment was thrown off from all the rough terrain we were on. I had to tighten up these bolts. They all came loose, the tie rods here. Not super loose, but loose enough to throw the steering off by like 4 or 5 degrees. I'd be going straight, and this thing was cocked like this to the left. Surprisingly, everything else functioned good. I actually had a trailer rigged up to this little gay hitch I have. It's not the right way. It's supposed to be flipped around the other way, but that's the only way it could work. And it actually hauled a bunch of wood around up there. Also, I towed my dad's tractor out from the hillside. His carburetor was starving for fuel coming up the hill because it was such a steep incline, and it cut out on him on the tractor, the riding tractor. So I threw my strap on, looped it around, and pulled him out pretty easily with this thing. I'll go ahead and shut the fan off. Head down to 165. Yeah, all the stuff held up. Lights held up. Light pods were excellent at night. Functioned really good. Super bright. The headlights are holding up pretty good too as well. All the wiring stayed put. The new fuse block. Other than that, this thing's a beast. I just wish the suspension was a little bit better. I gotta fix the alignment still. You can still see it's a little bit tweaked on the left side. Yeah, suspension is more to be desired. Obviously, it's Chinese. They're like $45, $50 for the shock absorbers. I wish you could retrofit like a rear motorcycle shock on this thing somehow. Maybe I'll work on that sometime. But yeah, the muffler held up pretty good. I just don't like that it's angled that way, because I went through a puddle in the one video and you could see water probably went inside the muffler and it was kind of cutting out a little bit here and there. But it flows a lot better. Functions pretty good. Sounds great. So top speed, I think this thing was up to with 2 people in it. Well, let me check it here. Oh, 39. That was probably today, actually. I was flying down the alley by myself. But yeah, that's off by 2 or 3 miles an hour, so it's probably like 37, 36, somewhere around there. So yeah, this thing survived up camp in the terrain, rocky terrain, muddy terrain, and I really don't have any complaints about it. Everything's holding up pretty good so far. Definitely want to get bigger tires on this thing, lift it up off the ground a little higher, so have more clearance. That'll probably be in the works sometime. Alright, thanks for watching.